Hey man, he Ron Ben Loud. Come back at you with another edition of this Boomer's Logic, man. Just getting up, getting my day started. Well, I've already been up, just moving around, showering, spending the day with my wife. She got another day off, but partner Jack reached out to me yesterday, and he wanted me to comment on this whole Kanye West um, White Lives Matter shirt thing, and also the whole 50 Cent thing. So I'm gonna make two different videos. I'm gonna make the first one on Kanye West, and then I'm gonna do the 50 Cent thing. Before I jump into that, you know what to do, man. Go to this channel, Boomer's Logic, Hebron Ben Bilal, hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have to tell y'all this all the time. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this. I seen the Kanye West thing, man. I had already seen it. I just didn't comment on it. Well, that's his prerogative. He can, he can do what he wants to do. Man is a marketing genius. He knows how to keep his name, uh, in circulation on Twitter, you know, Facebook, Face Chat, all that. He knows how to keep his name out there. Even when he's not making music, he knows how to keep his name out there. But I look at this situation differently. I look at it, I'm gonna make it all make sense, but I look at it in the sense of two churches, right? And they're 4 blocks away from each other. So you got one church, right, where the pastor molested a small child, right? And he gets caught for it. Congregation finds out about it. 95% of the congregation forgives him. Oh, who without sin cast the first stone, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. They sweep it under the rug, they forgive him. The other 5% leave, right? Hold him accountable and leave. Pastor right back up there preaching the next week, right? They act like it didn't even happen. They keep on moving. Now the other pastor, 4 blocks up, a couple months later, he gets caught stealing from the congregation. He steals about 10 grand from the congregation. There's an outrage, oh my goodness, from the pastor and the congregation that's 4 blocks down, the one who molested the small child. They're outraged, and he gets in the pulpit, and he gets to slamming his fist, and he's condemning this person to hell, and that pastor, and I would never fleece y'all money, and whoop, and blah, 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 right? But the congregation up the street, they didn't say anything about, the congregation down the way, but this congregation down the way made sure, as soon as this congregation had any type of transgressions, that they redirected all the attention from their congregation and their raping pastor to the congregation, 4 blocks up. What is this analogy? The raping congregation is Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is a socialist organization. It's an organization, it's not a movement. So please stop saying it's a movement. It's an organization. They have members, has bank accounts, it has a mission statement, which I'm gonna get on in just a second. It has all these things. It's an organization. And in the mission statement it says they're socialists who want to destroy the nuclear family, right? So on the eve of the whole, just give you a quick background. On the eve of the whole the George Floyd situation, Black Lives Matter was out there in full force. Stirred up the populace, had y'all clowning, cutting up, doing everything. And everybody was stuffing money in these people's coffers. Once the aftermath, everybody looks up. Black Lives Matter had made almost $1 billion. They had almost $1 billion in their coffers, right? But instead of doing this socialist thing, because socialism, one of the standards of socialism is redistribution of wealth. So that 800 million should have been taken and redistributed into the black communities that they were, stirring up, and had them out there tearing up, and had them stuffing their last dollars into their coffers. But they didn't distribute anything into the black community. What they did, was they ran to the hills, literally. Went and bought mansions, properties, and all this stuff, right? Did all this. And then looking down the hills still at y'all and told you they did it. And this is what's the insanity about it. The first one, that I can't remember her name, she literally did an interview where she did, this is what I did whoop, and then you know what I'm saying? Of course she said it was from somewhere else, but they ended up tracking that lie down and she was stealing money. But she took, just like the other ones, them dykes went and ran. Just listen. As soon as they got them money, them dykes ran and was having parties. They even tracked what's her name? I can't remember the girl's name. She getting ready to do a special on it, where they went through their records and they spent $200,000 going to strip clubs. Yeah. These dykes was going to strip clubs and everything. They was kicking it. They was having a good time with y'all money. So while all this is going on, y'all sitting down there looking, saying, okay, where's Black Lives Matter? We done gave all this. What they gonna do? They ain't did nothing for you. But this is your pastor. Your pastor took you out back, raped you, had sex with you, raped you, put you right back in the seat, admitted that he raped you, and you still running out here with Black Lives Matter shirts on, chanting, still rallying, still filling their coffers. And they took your money and left you. Yeah, these socialists didn't give you a dime, but took their lovers, moved to the hills, bought mansions and all this stuff, right? So as soon as the church that's 4 blocks up does something, Kanye West puts on a White Lives Matter shirt, y'all go crazy. But see, ain't none of y'all touching on or talking about the fact that these people fleeced you, stole from you, and it continues to happen. They're still doing the same thing right now today, and y'all still keep running out with these Black Lives Church Matters on, like as if they're not getting paid for it. Listen, y'all, I mean, it's head scratching. I can't even figure out. I mean, it's amazing. You will sit in this church and continue to look at this child molester and keep listening to his sermons and his promises. And as soon as something happens down the aisle or 4 blocks up, you say, oh, look at that. That's called redirection. It's called redirection. I don't care what Kanye West is doing, man. I would rather wear a White Lives Matter shirt than a Black Lives Matter. Any day of the week. Why? Because I know what they stand for. They're a bunch of lesbians who say they're socialists. They're not. They've lied. They've lied on that point. They say they're against the nuclear family. They lied on that point. They got nuclear families up there. They got their little lesbian lovers and their kids, and they're living a nuclear family lifestyle. But they're telling you, nah, you shouldn't live a nuclear family lifestyle, and you should be a socialist. You're supporting hypocrites and liars. And then you want me to turn around and get mad at Kanye West for putting on a White Lives Matter shirt? Man, y'all's a bunch of clowns. Let me tell you something about Kanye West. He did something that your Black Lives Matter leaders never did for y'all. I think it was Beanie Sigel, I believe it was Beanie Sigel, who Kanye used to tour with them. And he told the story, Kanye told the story. He's the one that gave Kanye West the nickname Yeezy. And he used to call him that all the time, right? Either it was, he used to call him Yeezy, I believe that was his nickname. Kanye later took that name and he branded that. And this is what he built his empire on, because the man is a billionaire now. He built his empire off of this, this name. He reached back, because I believe Beanie is, and his health is bad, and he, financially struggling. He reached back and he said, man, I'm giving this man $25 million, and he told the story why. Because without him giving him that name, he would have never, ever reached the height of success that he did. And he talked about this. And he reached back and he gave back to the people or the person who got him to that level of success. Black Lives Matter ain't never did that to y'all for y'all. They laughing at y'all while they living up in the hills with they gay lovers. So you want me to be mad that this man is wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, where you're running around wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt, and these people have shown that they have no soul, no character, they're low value. They want you to behave and conduct yourself a certain way while they reap the spoils of it. Man, y'all some of the stupidest people that, listen, look, y'all some of the stupidest people ever, man. Y'all some of the dumbest people. I thought I seen some dumb people in prison, but y'all dumb. Y'all really dumb. I'm done with this. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one.